Hi everybody, it's Denise Lush here with another print to project. Today I'm going to be playing with my 12 by 12 gel press plate and a sheet of 9 by 12 inch Canson watercolor paper. And I will be using distress inks and oxides, and I haven't decided yet if I'm going to be using all ink pads, or I may bring sprays into the mix. Who knows? But I'm going to be playing with the distressed inks and all those products. So I think to begin I will use some sprays in very pale colors. I've chosen Mill Lavender, Old Paper, and Scattered Straw. I'm just going to give it a light spritz of water. Now remember, this is just the first of many layers to come. I just want to soften those lines up a little bit. Just adding a little bit of water. Now when using inks, I like to clean my plate in between because they bead up in places and I don't want to create any mud because it doesn't dry, it just stays there. Okay, starting off with some big pattern, I'm going to use the Large Medieval Crosses by Dina Wakley, and I'm still keeping it a little lighter but darker than what we started out with our background. So I'm going to choose Wild Honey in the Distress ink. I'm just going to move that over a little bit. I'm just going to brayer it into those empty spaces. I want a little bit more. And again, just a light spritz of water. That's why I've chosen watercolor paper as well, because I know I'm going to use water. That is so pretty. I'm going to wait for this to dry before I go in with the next layer. Still sticking with Distress ink, I'm going with Dusty Concord. And I'm using this Crafter's Workshop stencil called Layered Wallpaper. Again, I'm just going to brayer it on. And a little spritz of water. And I realize it's hard for you to see the Distress ink on the gel plate. I've done it before where I've added white paper underneath, and it's just still hard to see. But you see what I'm doing, so you still know the steps. Here we go. I'm gonna add just a little bit more. I want it right about here. There we go. That was a bit more than I wanted, but I'm gonna see if there's any more on the plate anywhere. Nope. I think it's all dry. There we go, and this isn't very wet, so I'm going to continue on to the next step. I have this scrap piece of paper on the side so I can lay my stencil down after, and I'm going to go in with this one here. You get 2 stencils. It's Studio Light Just Lou Butterfly Collection, and I don't see a name, but it says Mask JL16, just in case you're interested. So you get these 2 in one. And for this one, I'm going about the same, like medium tones, not too light, not too dark. And I'm going to go with, I think, Rusty Hinge and a Distress Oxide spray. So just doing light sprays. And then laying my stencil down on the scrap paper. And I'm not going to spritz this one. Like this. There we go. Now for my last layer, I'm going in with some frayed burlap, Distress Oxide spray, and all I'm going to do is just splatter it on. And this time I am going to give it 1 spritz with water, and let's see what we get. And I'm doing more of a patting motion than rubbing it. Okay, you can see we have speckles in places. Now you can see as this has dried, the fray burlap, it has different tones of color in it, and it just creates so much interest as it dries. So that is it for part 1 of my print to project. Join me again on Saturday where we will take this print, add some more, and do a project. Talk to you then. Bye.